Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a super fun flip. I am taking this free curbside hutch top find and turning it into a beautiful freestanding shelf. Now, this video is also part of a collab with Jami and Bri and a ton of my other creative friends. So as soon as you're done here, check the description box for the link to that playlist so you won't miss any of their videos. If you're new here, subscribe and click that little notification bell to all so you don't miss any of mine. You can also find me over on social media where I post daily, Upcycled by Bri, but I will leave all of those links down below as well because we need to go get started. Chad brought this hutch top home for me a couple of weeks ago, and I knew this would be the perfect project for this collab. I love to upcycle finds. Taking trash and turning it into beautiful items is my favorite thing to do. I measured the hutch, I'm writing it all down, and we are going to head over to Sutherland's, a lumber and supply store here in town, to have some wood cut for me. I purchased two 4x8 sheets. What I don't use today, I will definitely be using in the near future. I went ahead and had them cut down 2 pieces to size I need to make a top and a bottom for this hutch. First up will be the repair work. I'm using Titebond glue and gluing back down this piece of trim work that has fallen off. I also reattached a piece that had completely fallen off and secured that with a clamp. Once everything was set, I let it dry for several hours. Next step is to apply the legs. I was fortunate enough to find a piece of furniture out by the side of the road. It was an old broken down ottoman. It was cut up and raggedy, but the legs were in good shape. I stopped, I took the legs, I left the ottoman. I'm gluing down the 1/2-inch piece of cut wood onto the bottom of this hutch top, securing it also with some 1-inch wood screws, and now I am assessing my mounting brackets. I will list something similar to these brackets in my Amazon links below. The screws that are in these feet were longer than 1/2 inch, so they were going to poke through that baseboard. I decided to add a little riser using the 1/2-inch wood, and now I will screw the mounting brackets down on top of those. It looks a little harsh, but no worries, I have a fix for that later on in the video. Have all 4 mounting brackets screwed onto the little wood risers. All I need to do now is twist the legs into the mounting brackets. Have to use some muscles, but honestly, this process was pretty easy. If I would have just got a thicker board for the bottom of this hutch, I could have saved a few steps. But no worries, we made it work. The top of this piece definitely has seen some water damage, so I'm going to unscrew the top, remove the warped wood, and we are going to replace it with a brand new piece of wood so we can put decor on the top of this freestanding shelf as well. I'm letting the glue dry in place here while I work on removing this decorative trim. This might have been cute if I was going farmhouse with this shelf, but I'm going a shabby chic grand millennial and it has to go. I'm using my jigsaw and cutting out just a small section of this trim because you know I plan on keeping as much as I can. Both sides are cut. Now I'm just going to gently wiggle those pegs loose and it pops right out. My next purchase is going to be a nail gun, but for now we're going to do it by hand. Notice I put a flat spackle knife over it to keep from denting the wood. I've been liking this Durham's water putty. It's a powder that you mix with water, and I'm going to use it to fill all of those peg holes and any imperfections. The piece of board that I had cut for the top of this was slightly off, so I'm using the water putty here as well. I'm going to let it dry, and once I sand it, it'll give me a nice blended finish. Here you can see the putty after one coat. It has recessed just a little bit, so I'm going to do a second coat, and then I will sand everything smooth with 220 grit sandpaper. Once it's dry, it does dry completely hard. It's time to sand. All sanded nice and smooth, I'm gonna go ahead and seal a few spots with shellac. It is a convenient spray sealer. It is very smelly, so it needs to be done outside. I'm hitting all the spots where I put the water putty and also the drawers, since the finish on these were, definitely wearing off. I want this to be a freestanding cabinet in my booth, meaning having the back showing for display reasons. I am going to go ahead and prime the back with a Salvation Solution. Salvation Solution is redemption for Rebel furniture. I love the name that Debbie gave this. It's a primer by DIY. It's going to help prevent stains that can happen from bleed through. Since this was raw wood back here, I wanted to give it a nice coat of primer before I painted. The raw wood down here is getting a coat of DIY Dark and Decrepit, which is a liquid patina. It's self-sealing, and it's also providing this beautiful stain to help even everything out before I paint. I did the bottom and the top. Today I am spraying DIY Skeleton Key. This is a highly underrated color in my opinion. It is a beautiful smoky blue. Now don't forget, you can find all the paint and products I'm using on my website, upcycledbybri.com. That'll be down in the description box below, as well as the link to the sprayer. Coat 1 upside down, let it dry, turn the piece over, and now we're spraying coat 2. If you'd like to watch a more in-depth video about spraying, I will link that for you here in a card above. The top coat I chose today is Sweet Pickins Milk Paint Top Coat. It is super matte, and I love the protective finish it provides. I have one sprayer for my paint and one sprayer for my top coat, so I don't contaminate this one. It provides a beautiful smooth finish. Time to fix the harsh lines from the risers I had to make for the legs. Here I have some DOS air dry clay, again down in my Amazon links. I'm rolling it out just like a snake, and we are going to wrap it around the base of this leg. I have flipped my piece upside down again to make sure everything stays in place, and I am securing the clay with Gorilla Clear Grip adhesive. I'm stacking one piece of clay on top of the next to provide a beautiful tapered look for the end result. While the clay dries, I'm going to clean up this original hardware with a mixture of lemon juice and salt. I think this is brass. It cleans up like brass, and you'll see what a big difference this natural mixture makes. Nice and shiny again. And some final touches for this Grand Millennial Shabby Chic makeover. I'm using the IOD Painterly Floral Transfer. I picked the cabbage roses for this project. I've used some of them already, but I have plenty left. I'm going to place the transfer where I want it and use the included rubbing stick to transfer my image onto my piece. DIY white wax is going to further soften this piece. I'm going to just hit the edges and corners to give a bit of a highlight. Now, Miss Debbie Beard sent me some of the brand new Golden Rule DIY gold wax. Look how beautiful this is, y'all. I had to use it on this piece, of course, and I think it was the final perfect touch to really make the handles and the floral transfer all pop. Golden Rule is now available on my website for pre-order. Go check it out. I will have it linked first thing down below. Here's a final look at the converted China hutch top. I have turned it into a beautiful freestanding shelf. I absolutely love how it came out. What do you all think? Leave me a comment below. Y'all, this is a true trash to treasure, from curbside find to a beautiful shelf. Don't forget to check the description box for all of the links, as well as the playlist to Jami and Zeb's video, as well as all of my other creative friends. And if you're new here, subscribe, hit that like button, and the notification bell to all so you don't miss any new videos. Until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye, friends. Sir. Excuse me, sir. This is wet paint. Billy. Excuse me. Guys, this is not a bug party. Ta-da! Now, who knows what I would do with that, but y'all know I'm keeping it.